The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to you. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
What's up? What's going on, everybody? TGI freaking F, baby. Let's freaking go. Junior, look by your name, baby. You got the wrench, man. You officially the mod now, man. You officially a mod like everybody else, man. So, yo, welcome to the mod squad, baby, on the channel. That means you can boot people up out of here, man. That's what that means, man. You can boot them, baby. You can boot them, and you can post links up in here, man. So the next time you have a X space or something like that, post the link up in here, man. So go ahead, man. You always in here, man, holding it down. So you got that mod, man. Post links, do what you want to do, man. Do what you want to do in the chat, brother. But yo, man, what a day, man. TGIF, guys. There's a lot going on around the market, man. This market is up, it's down. Bitcoin gets to 62,000, cannot break that 62,000 mark, man. That is the absolute key mark for Bitcoin, and it just cannot break over that 62,000 mark, man. On Wednesday, we were talking about Bitcoin being on a little bit of a run. I said it was suited, it was booted, it's had its skaters on, it was ready to go. It got to that $62,000 mark and absolutely got smacked down. Somebody stole the Rolex, and that was it, man, and it was over. So but yo, 62 is the key mark right now for Bitcoin. Cannot break past that $62,000 mark. But yo, it is what it is right now. We'll get into some reasons why. This market is kind of the way it is right now, and some things that we're gonna have to deal with, and we're gonna have to come to some realizations today about what is actually going on in this market and why this market just will not take off. And we're gonna get into all of that today because it's Friday, baby. But yo, the United States right now has some key data coming out today, the housing market data, which is kind of why you'll see the market down a little bit, because we know that data is going to come out. It's going to come out terrible, man. The housing market is absolutely terrible. It's one of the things in the CPI data report that was actually up and was driving the CPI data up. Once you added housing in there, it went way up. So, rents are expensive, houses are expensive, everything's expensive right now. So when that housing data comes out today, you can't expect it to be good. Not with what's going on right now. Plus, you got a lot of external things going on right now with these wars and things like that that have the potential to pop off. They're sitting right here at the doorstep. They could go either way, and that's going to affect the market, man. So when we're up and at it this Friday morning, we're gonna look at it. We're gonna look at it with a clear eye, right? And we're gonna look at it with no bullshit, clear eye. What's going on. So what's up, Junior? Good morning, Heat. Good morning. See my boy Ken in here. Good morning to Ken from across the pond. Good morning, good afternoon, I should say, brother. So what's up, brother? What's going on, my brother? Bidenomics, yo, they drove inflation up, man. The whole thing drove inflation up. Biden economics, all of that stuff drove inflation up. You also have, all this money that all these countries have printed, for COVID relief, right? They called it COVID relief. They turned the money printers on. They gave everybody a whole bunch of free shit and spent a whole bunch of money. Every single country did it. They spent tons of money, gave everybody a whole bunch of free stuff, and eventually you got to pay the bill, man. And the bill is coming due, and the bill's coming due right now. And unfortunately, like we got into on Wednesday, I don't care what country you're from, what country you live in, inflation is created by the government, and only the government can curb inflation as well. But inflation is definitely created by the government. They're the only ones who can print money. They're the only ones who can print these bonds. They're the only ones who can take out loans against national debt. So inflation is created by them, and then they run around and talk about all the rest of this inflation data and housing data and everything else. But they created this problem, right? They created this inflation problem, and they're the only ones who can fix it. I don't care if you're from the United States. I don't care if you're from China. I don't care if you're from the UK. I don't care if you're from the EU nations. If you have inflation, your government created it, and they're the only ones who can fix it. And so as these guys start running around and talking about inflation and all this and that, understand that they're the ones who put us in a situation. What and that's for everybody, right? And it goes back years. It's nothing new. This has been creeping on the world's doorstep for years. But it ramped up during COVID when they started printing money and giving everybody free stuff. Let's go ahead and get into this market. Let's have a look at what's going on. The Asian market looks pretty good, guys. They started out green. They look good. Got the EU nations over here where Ken's at. They're looking pretty strong. Not too bad. About neutral right now. Not too bad. And then you get over here to the United States pre-market. You see the Dow sitting here. It doesn't know what it wants to do. It keeps flipping red and green. Keeps flipping positive and negative. Don't know what it wants to do. You have the S&P sitting here in red, down a little bit. And you got the NASDAQ also flipping between red and green as well. Right now, the United States pre-markets, they don't know what they want to do, whether they want to run today or they want to pull back. And they're going to wait on this housing data to come out sometime this morning, probably around 8:30, 9 o'clock. They're going to wait for this housing data to come out. It's going to not come out well. And then we'll see how the markets react to that. But it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good data. I can tell you that. So we'll see. We'll see what's up. You got IBIT sitting over here at $32, $32.5, 32 and a half. So we do got some. It's going to start down. We'll pull this up here. We do got a little bit of some inflows coming in here, but nowhere near enough. So closed 32 and a half yesterday. Looks like it wants to open today at 33.32. So we'll see where this thing goes. We'll see where this thing goes today. Volume seems to be high, but we'll see what's up. We'll see what's up today. After market trading does look pretty strong. So after market trading looks strong, let's come over here and see what Bitcoin's doing then, right? Excuse me. So we got the market cap sitting right now at $2.207 trillion, guys. Here's the problem with the crypto market right now. And like I said, we're going to get into it today. We're going to talk about some stuff that, not a lot of people talk about because, they just, they just don't want to come to the realization of what's really happening in crypto, or they just want to sell you a pipe dream, right? You're sitting at $2.7 trillion. Fear and greed index sitting at 61, sitting in neutral, right? Here's the problem. It's been the problem with crypto for, last 12 months. There is absolutely no new money coming into cryptocurrency, right? This is the problem. We're just recirculating money. That's all we're doing in this market. This market cap has not busted above $2.5 trillion in a long time, which means you have more outflows than you do inflows. And you can't pump this market until you get new money in the market. And new money is just not coming into the cryptocurrency market right now. That's the beginning, middle, and end of why this market is where it is. We're just moving money around. There's no new money coming in, and actually there's more money leaving crypto than what's coming in. Now, that being said, it gives us great opportunities to come in and buy cryptocurrency at a rock bottom price. But the bad part about that is now you have to hold on to the crypto that you're buying until new money starts to come into this market and this market starts to pump up. That's just how it goes. And we've been hovering at the low $2 trillion mark for a long time, longer than what anybody expected. And if anybody can tell you that they expected us to be at $2.07 trillion for as long as we are, as long as we have been, I'm going to tell you that they're probably lying. Because nobody expected us to be here this long. We expected to be around $3 trillion, $3 trillion right now, somewhere up in there, getting ready. Because remember, the last bull market stopped at $3 trillion, right? So nobody expected us to sit around this $2 trillion. We're in danger of going back down to $1 trillion here pretty soon if something doesn't turn around pretty quick. You know, we're one rocket away from going down to $1 trillion, right? War breaks out, you're going down to $1 trillion, you know, somewhere up in that area. So, you know, that's the beginning, middle, and end of what's going on in this crypto market right now. Is there's just no new money. There's zero new dollars coming in here, and we will never move this market, and these prices will never go where we need them to go or we're expecting them to go until this changes right here. This market cap changes right here. And you know, I don't want to sit here and say it's all doom and gloom. We're getting great prices right now, right? But how long are you willing to hold on to what you have to wait for that market cap to go up? That's the question you have to ask yourself. And how much money are you going to put into this market, knowing that that market cap hasn't moved, right? It's actually gone down faster than it's gone up. So, you know, that's and the biggest inflows that you have coming into the crypto market right now is Bitcoin ETFs and Ethereum ETFs, right? That's the biggest inflows and outflows you have coming into the market. Everything else is just pretty much stagnant. It's just standing still. It's not moving. You may get a little pump here, a little pump there, but everything else is just kind of standing still, right? You know what's really making this market move? What's really making this market move right now is not your altcoins. It is literally your meme coins. Meme coins are making this market move. It's not your blockchain tokens. It's not anything else. The money right now that's inflowing into this market is actually inflowing into the meme coin realm. You know, and it just is what it is. People call it meme coin season. People can call it what they want, but at the end of the day, when you look at where the money's coming into the market, it's coming in over here. It's coming in on the meme coin side. That's where it's coming in. Besides, if you take Bitcoin and Ethereum inflows and outflows out of the market, really, when you look at this volume, it's minuscule. It's nothing. It literally is nothing. So when you look at it, you know, you got to put it into perspective. And like I said, we're going to say some things today on here. We're going to talk about some things today on here that nobody else wants to talk about, right? But we're going to talk about them because that's what we do, and others don't give a damn. But yeah, right now you got Bitcoin sitting at 58,300. Got up to 62,000 the other day, and like we said, you know, got up to 62,000 and got smacked right in the face and got smacked back down and cannot break the $62,000 mark. Just cannot do it. There's not enough volume. There's not enough buy pressure on Bitcoin to break 62,000. It's just right now, it's just not in the cards for Bitcoin to do that. Unless you get massive inflows over here it's not going above 62,000, which pushes the market down, right? Pushes the whole market down, right? You got Ethereum sitting at $2,615. Ethereum's been playing around between 2,500 and 2,600 forever. So theoretically, you can say that there's not enough volume in Ethereum to break 2,600, 2,700. Let's just call it 2,700, right? There's not enough volume in Ethereum to break 2,700. It can't do it. It's in the same situation as Bitcoin. There's just not enough money in the market to push it up. There's just not enough. So right now is your buying opportunities, right? You got Solana sitting at 143. Solana cannot break 150. It cannot stay above 150. There's not enough volume. There's a ton of volume over there on Solana network. Probably the busiest chain on the crypto side, but they cannot sustain a price action above 150. They just can't do it. And this isn't me just making speculations. This is, look at the chart. Look at the chart. Do you think it will continue? I think so, Ken. I think the market will continue. Well, it's going to depend on how the market reacts today to some economic data. But I don't think that we're setting up for a Good Friday. And when we don't set up for a Good Friday, we don't set up for a good weekend. So when you come over here and you look at Solana, we'll look at the chart. So people can't say this is Danny just rambling on, right? We'll look at the chart. We'll look at it on a month basis. Look at where it's at. This is right around 150. This is 151 right here. When was the last time it was above 150? Think about this. This is 150. This is right around 150 bucks right here. July 31st. July 31st. That was 174. Bring it down. So you're looking probably right around July, right around middle of July. It was 150. Can't break it. And if it does break it, it just gets smacked, right? It just gets smacked. It is what it is at this point. It all boils down to this. It all boils down to the market cap of crypto, 2.07 trillion. Because if this doesn't go up, none of these are going to run. None of these altcoins are going to run. They're just, people talk about the XRP case. Well, let's talk about that for a minute. Let's look at it. Let's look at what's really truly going on with XRP, right? Everybody's talking about XRP to $100, right? XRP to $10, XRP here, the XRP there. I think it might pump. I think it might pump tonight. We'll see. It depends. And here's the problem: like the Asian market, when they wake up, they want to pump the market. They want to pump the market, and they try to pump the market the past 2 or 3 days. They've tried to pump the market, and as soon as the EU nations and the United States wake up, they literally smack the market down. They smack it down. So it may pump a little bit tonight, just a little, with the Asian nations when they wake up and they start trading, but you can't get past the EU nations and the United States just selling off. They're selling off every day. So when you come over here and you look at XRP, in this case, right, there was no pump, right? And I encourage you guys to do this because I did this the other day. Let's look at the XRP alt chart, right? If you go to the XRP alt chart and you look at this price right here, of where it was right here at its all-time high. Well, not its all-time high, but it's sitting around dollar or so here, dollar or so here, 80 something cents over in here. Look at the circulating supply. And I did this last night. I took a snapshot of each one of these big candles, and it's circulating supply when each one of these runs happened. Even going back to the last court case, right? If you look at when each one of these runs happen, and you go back and you look at the total circulating supply when each one of them runs happen, it's less than what's in the supply right now, right? So the problem here with XRP, and we've talked about this here, and I've alluded to this, is that every time they get a pump, they dump more tokens into the market, which ultimately drives the price down. It's you go back to that wheel, right? Hold on a second. Marissa, where are you going? At Dion's? All right. So, sorry. So we go back to that wheel, right? When you look at that wheel consists of market cap, volume, and supply, right? And the more supply that's in the market, the more it takes to spin that wheel. And they just keep dropping more supply into the market. They just keep dropping supply. So you look at this total supply is 99 billion tokens, right? And you go up here to the circulating supply is only 56 billion tokens, right? So they're sitting on half of these tokens right here locked up. And every time you get a pump, every time you get a run, they drop more into the market. Drives the price down. So until all of this is dropped into the market, you're going to have a problem. You're going to have a problem because they just keep dropping more and more tokens into supply on you. And you can't get XRP to $1. You can't get it to $2 if every time you get a pump, they drop more tokens in the market. It just can't happen. So this is one of the reasons why I was a big proponent of burning that escrow wallet, right? Getting rid of that escrow wallet. Why? 56 billion in circulating supply, 99 billion tokens total, right? If they keep dropping these tokens into the supply, you can't get a run. I don't care what the projections say. I don't care what people say. I don't care. Somebody can sit here and say XRP is going to $10. Not if they keep dropping the supply back in here. That's not going to happen. So, got to be careful with that. What's up, Selmo? Good morning, brother. Good morning, my brother. So, that's the issue, right? So, until that happens, until they quit dropping that, until they keep dropping that supply, they got to stop. Because XRP was in a perfect position with the court case. Perfect position to make a run. Perfect position. Couldn't get a better position to make a run. If you go back and you look at the total supply before that court case that was in circulating supply, before that court case, and then you go back and you look at the total circulating supply now, they dropped a whole bunch of tokens into the market. It stopped the run. They did it here. They did it here. They did it here. And they did it here when it got to 81 cents. They did it at all of these levels. And then they turned around and they did it over here when they won the court case. They kept dropping more supply. So every single one of these runs for XRP was literally stopped by them guys dropping more tokens into the supply. Literally, they stopped the run themselves. The Ripple stopped the run themselves. Call it what you want. I still own XRP. I own a lot of XRP. Call it FUD. Call it what you want. But XRP cannot run if they continue to drop massive supply of tokens into the circulating supply. This cannot run. This thing should be well above $1. It should be well above the dollar, but Ripple dropped way too many tokens in supply. I have a TG. I'm not in it all the time, but I have a TG. But you know, I'm telling you, like they shut their own rundown. So when people get mad, you know, and like I did this last night. Like I literally went back and looked at every single pump that XRP had, big pump. And with every pump, they absolutely diluted the supply. I just doing the research, man. Just doing the research, man. Chat room. Kind of a chat room / call room. I haven't been in there in a little while though. I haven't been in there in a minute. People still chatting there all the time. I just haven't been in there in a minute. Social media for me, man. Like I have so much of it, it's just crazy. My TikTok channel is blowing though. It's blowing up, man. I dropped some videos over there. It's blowing up. But yeah, so we got Avalanche sitting here at $20.42. Again, there's no the volume's terrible over on Avalanche right now. It's just no good. Will it change? Yeah, it's going to change. Yeah, I think Avalanche is going to be a big player in this game. But to be honest with you guys, right now the volume over here sucks. You know, it's just no good right now. You know, the same with Polkadot. Polkadot sitting at $4.33. How do these blockchains dig out of this hole? Well, they got to have volume, right? They got to have volume running through their blockchain. Well, how do you get volume running through your blockchain? You need a bigger market cap. And right now, this market cap's just not big enough to make these things run. Look, you just dropped another $1 billion. You're sitting at 2.06 right now. You're sitting at 2.06. When we started streaming, we're sitting at 2.07. You just dropped another $1 billion. Dropped another $1 billion out of that market cap. So, you know, this is the fundamental problem with crypto right now, is there's just not enough money. There's not enough money inside of crypto. Now, me personally, I think money's coming in, right? I think a lot of money's coming in. So I'm going to take advantage of the opportunities and I'm going to buy these things at a low price, right? But you got to be willing to hold on. Right? Until that market cap turns around. 37, what's going on, brother? Good morning. Until that market cap turns around, right? You know, and if you can't do that, then you probably really shouldn't be buying crypto right now. Because this market's not turning around in a month. You're not going to make an influx of $2 trillion up to $4 trillion in a month. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So you have to be willing to hold on. We just talked about XRP, Somo, and like I was doing some research last night, man, and XRP kind of pisses me off, man. I hold a lot of XRP, but they piss me off, man, because when you look at this, man, they're screwing everybody, because this circulating supply is only at 56 billion. The total supply is 99 billion. And if you look, and I was telling these guys before you got in here, Selmo, every single one of these runs, they dropped more supply. They dropped more supply. They dropped more tokens in circulating supply. They're suppressing their own price. And they just did it again right after the court case. They just did it again. They dropped more tokens in circulating supply. They're literally suppressing their own price. They stopped the run here. They stopped it 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 when it was about 80 something cents here, and then they stopped it right after the court case. They literally just keep dropping more and more tokens into supply. I don't understand why they're doing it. It makes zero sense to me. It's the stupidest thing ever that you would suppress your own price. So the way I'm looking at this thing is this is why I was the biggest proponent of them guys burning that escrow wallet, because they have all of these tokens sitting there and they just keep dropping them into the supply, dropping them. And the more and more they drop into the supply, the less and less your XRP is worth. And they just keep dropping them in and dropping them in and dropping them in and stopping the run and stopping the run and stopping the run. So when everybody gets hyped, and XRP should be running, they kill their own run. They kill their own run. This is another reason why, guys, you have to be careful when you invest in projects where people are holding back supply. You have to be careful, because things like this happen. You have to be careful. And they're suppressing their own price, which means they're suppressing my price because I own XRP, which means I'm allowed to be pissed off, because XRP should be at $1 right now, but it's not at $1 because Ripple keeps dropping more supply back into circulating supply. They keep dropping it in and dropping it, and nobody pays attention to that. Nobody talks about it. Nobody pays attention to it. Nobody brings attention to it. Nothing. And they've got to stop. They got to stop. Either one or two things are going to happen with XRP. Either they've got to stop diluting the supply, or just drop all the supply right now. Just drop it all into circulation right now, and then let the project recover. But you can't keep dunking on your people. You can't keep doing it. You know, I agree, a lot of big money's just watching. It's just sitting on the sidelines. Retail money's not even here yet. That's half of the problem too. Retail money's it's just not here yet. XRP's a scam. Seiko, I don't think it's a scam. I just think that they've set themselves up on a payment structure where it doesn't benefit the holder. It benefits them, but it doesn't benefit the holder. So you literally have to get rid of that supply. This is why, one of the reasons why I wish Judge Torres would have just said, get rid of that escrow wallet. The escrow wallet's killing the investors. It's killing the investors. And you know, like I said, I own a lot of XRP, so I think XRP will run, but XRP is not going to run until they quit doing that. Until they quit doing that, and they set, you know, they're dunking on people. Like, let's call it what it is, man. Let's just call it what it is, and it's a shame. It really is, because XRP should be way above where it is right now. The price should be way above where it is right now. If it wasn't for Ripple themselves, if it wasn't for Ripple, XRP would be way above where it is right now. You guys talk about Pelosi, you know, and it's a shame, you know. Yeah, I mean, they're paying for all their legal fees and stuff out of that, right? So basically, ultimately, who's paying for the legal fees? The holders, right? If you keep dropping supply in to pay for your legal fees, who's paying for your legal fees? It's not Ripple's not paying for them. The holders are. You know, it's just so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. You know, because this thing should be running. So that my point is, when people come out and say XRP is going to go to $10, right? It's not going to $10 as long as only half of your tokens are in circulating supply. Because if you just go by the trend, the next pump up to the dollar, they're going to release more into the supply, which is going to dilute the supply, which is going to bring the price down, which means it's going to take you even more money to get back to $1, right? It's going to take you more money to pump that price back up. Let's go back to that wheel. The bigger the market cap, the bigger the circulating supply, the longer it takes for you, the more money it takes for you to move that big wheel. And they're just going to keep the more they drop in, the harder it is to get back to all-time high. You need more money to get back to the all-time high. That's the problem. So it's going to take you probably 3 times as much money to get back up to $3 as it did when it was at $3. You know, so unless they have a big influx of holders and a big influx of money coming in, this thing's not going. $3 is a long shot. You know. Get some Ponzio, but I hold it. I think it's gonna run. I think they're gonna have a day, but I'm sick of getting dunked on too. Let's just be honest. Like I'm sick of them dropping supply on my head too. You know, if that was a meme coin, everybody would have called it. Everybody would have ran away. If a meme coin did what XRP is doing right now, everybody would have ran away. But because it's XRP, a lot of these guys give it a pass. A lot of these influencers, a lot of these people on YouTube, they give it a pass. They don't call it out. I'm gonna call it out. XRP Army, I love you guys to death, but I'm gonna call it out. You gonna go high for the rest of the month, man? I think we're good, man. I think I just think that we're gonna hover where we are because the market cap's not going anywhere. You know what I mean? The market cap's not going anywhere, so we're just gonna hover. The biggest, hottest blockchain out there right now, guys. Right? Call it what you want. Like, tell me I'm crazy. Tell me whatever. The hottest blockchain out there right now is Casper. They have the most. They have the most hype. They have the most organic growth. They do need to do some more freaking marketing, though. I'll tell you that. They need to put themselves out there a little bit more, or they're going to be in the same situation as Matic here pretty soon. But I think that they're smart enough. I think they're just waiting. Doesn't make a lot of sense to do a lot of marketing with a $2.07 trillion market cap, but these guys are the hottest blockchain out right now. When you look at this chart, look at this chart. It's been nothing but positive momentum, right? So let's look at this total supply, right? You're 24.4 billion tokens, right? How many of them are in circulation? What's the max supply? 28 billion. There's only 4. See the difference? There's only 4 billion tokens out here right now that the project itself is holding on to, right? 4 billion. That's it, right? You see the difference? You see how a project can run when the project's not dunking on your head, right? Big difference. Big difference. But I want you guys to really see that, right? 28 billion total supply, 24 billion in total circulating supply. Only 4 billion out here for the team to use. They could sell this whole 4 billion tokens right now, and it would hardly have an impact on this chart. It might bring it down to like 14 cents, something like that, somewhere up in there. So when you look at that, like you're in zero danger from the team here. Zero danger from the team. You know what I mean? So, but you look at this chart, man. This thing is absolutely beautiful. Why is it beautiful? Well, it's the hottest blockchain going on right now, man. It's the hottest blockchain. But blockchain needs volume, you know, and a lot of these blockchains, they don't have volume. You look at Matic. Let's have a look at Matic. Let's just call Matic for what it is, right? Let's just have a look at it and dead this whole conversation. Look at this. Look at this chart. What about this chart right here says that I want to buy this token? Tell me, what about that chart? That's an all chart. That's from the beginning to current. That's all. That's an all chart. No volume over there. No volume going on. I told you guys we're gonna get real this morning. It's Friday. We're gonna get real. We're gonna pull the chart up. We're gonna look at it. Tell me about what that chart. Tell me, we're looking at this chart right here. Tell me why the hell anybody would buy this. Again, let's look. And the majority of their tokens are in circulating supply, right? So they can't even really, dunk on you. Like everything is out there, everything's in circulating supply, everything's there. You look at that all chart, that nothing about that says good night. That chart right there says good night. That's what that says. Good night. Have a good day. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming to the party. Thanks for what you've done for crypto up to this point. But we're moving on. That's what that chart looks like. Stellar's hanging on. $9, 9.5 cents. 9.5 cents. That's Stellar's doing well. But again, Stellar needs volume. Stellar needs volume. It needs to launch. It needs to launch either projects, or it needs to launch real utility that's going to use this Stellar token over there. And they need to do it soon. They came out with the Sorban upgrade, which allowed smart contracts to be listed on XLM. Now it's time. Now it's time to ramp that up, right? What better time in a down market than to get projects over there that are building on your blockchain, right? What better time? Cronos, it's in at 8 cents, 8.7. Again, we talk about Cronos. Where's that blockchain at? Where's the movement on a Cronos blockchain? You can't just rely on crypto.com and the credit cards and the tokens and the staking and all of that to move your price up. Where's the Cronos blockchain? What are they doing? What are they building? Where's the projects? Where's the movement? Right? Where is it at? Like, the Cronos blockchain has fallen so far behind everybody else. There's nothing going on over there. I hope that they ramp it up, because my bags need to pump. But like I said, we're gonna keep it real on this Friday, and it is what it is, man. We're talking about my own bags, fudding my own shit. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. So let's take a look at this ETF. Let's see where we're at before opening. 32.25. We're up 0.7%. It looks like it's going to open way better than what it closed yesterday, which should give Bitcoin a nice pump up. But Bitcoin can't make it past 62K. Bitcoin can't make it past 62K. All right, Junior, go clock in, brother. I ain't too far behind you, man. I got salary payroll to do today, but 62K, man. It gets smacked in his mouth every day at 62K. Every time it gets 62K, Bitcoin gets smacked right in his mouth. got to make it past 62K, and it just can't do that. Coming over here, let's take a look at the bubbles, man. You got the daily, you got the hourly. They're all in red. They're all hanging out in red. We're waiting for this housing data to come out here in the United States. It's not going to come out good. If you just look at the CPI, housing was one of the biggest. Housing was one of the biggest. Drivers of inflation. Housing's out of control here in the United States. So I don't know why everybody's waiting for the housing data to come out. It's going to come out looking like straight trash. You know what I mean? It's going to come out looking like trash. Give me $50, baby. Give me $50, man. So, the housing data is not going to come out. Well, Selmo, though, how about our NVIDIA stock, man? That Joker hit 130 yesterday. 130, man. We're buying at $99. Told you guys buy at $99, man. $99. It was down there last week. NVIDIA sitting here at 130, right? It got to 130 yesterday, sitting about 120 something today. When you looked at it pre-market, if you would have put $1,000 in it, that would have been $400 swing for you. In NVIDIA, just in NVIDIA alone. NVIDIA stock, when everybody overreacted, when the market overreacted and crypto went way down and everybody overreacted to one jobs report, the stock market went way down and crypto went way down. And, there was NVIDIA and Amazon, if you would have picked them up down there when everybody was going nuts and saying, oh my God, the world's coming to an end, you would have been, you're up good. Even with the cryptos, if you would have bought then, you're up good. I told you guys I was selling when I seen it happen, and I came back in on the backside of that. I scooped up a whole bunch, drove my average price way down, and got way more crypto than what I had before that. So for the same price. So you got to remember, the market's always going to overreact. It's always going to overreact to the data it sees, right? So I want you guys to go ahead and take a look at this with me for a minute. Why do I have the bank's market cap up here? Because I found this to be interesting, right? You look at JP Morgan, it's worth $601 billion. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is worth more than JP Morgan. JP Morgan is the biggest bank out here. I'm sorry, 6.1 billion, right? JP Morgan is the biggest bank out here, right? You realize that Bitcoin is worth more than JP Morgan. Bitcoin's worth 1.1 trillion. It's worth more than JP Morgan. The morning flavor. Yo, Selma, I'm telling you, man. I got 99. I got 99 problems. Yo, there's my man Big Watch Dude. What's up, Big Watch Dude, man? Listen, man, I'm trying to keep it real this morning, man. I really am, man. But yo, man, I'm just, trying to keep it 100 this morning, Big Watch, yo, man. Yo, that's funny, Big Watch. But yo, I want you guys to think about this for a minute, like, because these are the things that run through my head when I see these things, right? Bitcoin's worth 1.1 trillion, right? I want you to think. JP Morgan is the biggest bank by market cap, is only worth 601 billion. Now let's look at Ethereum, right? Ethereum is worth 314 billion. Ethereum is a bigger is worth more than Bank of America. Ethereum is worth more than Bank of America. So just take a step back and think about that for a minute. So you have JP Morgan who's buying Bitcoin ETFs, right, at an alarming rate, and Bitcoin is worth more than JP Morgan. And you have Ethereum who's worth more than Bank of America. Now everybody knows how big Bank of America is, but by market cap, Ethereum's worth more than them. Think, just take a step back. You know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that, Selma. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm gonna look. I'll look into that. I'm not sure. That's an interesting question. That's very interesting. That is very interesting. But that gives me something to look into tonight. I'm definitely gonna look into that. But I want you to think about the people who were fighting against cryptocurrency, right? The people who, remember, JP Morgan was terrified of crypto until they linked up with BlackRock and started being involved with the Bitcoin ETFs, right? Jamie Dimon came out, he couldn't say anything good about crypto. And then when you take a step back and you look at it, and you say, well, damn, why was Jamie Dimon so scared of cryptocurrency, right? Why was he fighting it so bad? Why was he basically a dick? Well, when you look at his market cap of the whole company that he owns, and you look at Bitcoin's market cap, it kind of puts in perspective why he was scared. And let's call it for what it is, why he was scared. One cryptocurrency project is worth more than all of JP Morgan. The second cryptocurrency project in Ethereum is worth more than Bank of America. When you take a step back and you look at it, it's crazy, which means Bitcoin is bigger than all of these top banks. All of these banks that we see on the stock market and everybody talks about, and these analysts come out and they're so damn smart in these banks, and they make all these projections and they do all this stuff. Bitcoin outperforms you. And the only one that Ethereum doesn't outperform is JP Morgan. I don't know what that says to you, but that says a lot to me. Yeah, you ain't lying, Big Watch. It would be nice to know. It would be nice to know. Do it, so. But I'm just, when you look at it from this perspective, I mean, it's a little crazy, right? That's a little nuts, man. And I never really looked at it like that until I seen these market caps, and I was like, let me check out how they match up to Bitcoin. And I was like, damn, Bitcoin outperforms all of these guys. So literally, if you invest in Bitcoin and you invest in JP Morgan, you're going to make more money investing in Bitcoin than you are JP Morgan. Think about Selmo, think about that. If you just put all of your money in Bitcoin and let it sit there, and you put no money in JP Morgan stock, you're going to make more money having it sit in Bitcoin than you are going to have sitting in JP Morgan or Bank of America or any of these banks. And the only one that you would make more money on investing if you got in at the absolute bottom of Ethereum and the bottom of JP Morgan, you would make a little bit more off of JP Morgan than you would off of Ethereum. But Ethereum would beat out all the rest of these. Just that's crazy, right? Because these guys are looked at as financial institutions that we're supposed to look up to, that we're supposed to say have the best and brightest minds in the banking industry. And Bitcoin is kicking their butt. Bitcoin's kicking their butt. And Bitcoin supply here's why Bitcoin's kicking their butt. Bitcoin supply has a stop on it. There's only so many Bitcoins that'll ever be mined. Stocks, they can just go into the next year. They can say we're going to print more of them, run it through the SEC, and dilute the market cap. What I like, this super PAC, guys, is actually heating up. This crypto currency super PAC. It's Ripple, it's Coinbase, it's some of the biggest players in the game have created this super PAC for politicians. It's actually a pretty interesting super PAC. They were actually on yesterday with Kamala Harris. They've talked to the Trump campaign, and they've actually supported a couple different senators, both Republicans and Democrats. Definitely a very neutral super PAC, but they are only going to support and fund senators and presidentials and House representatives that currently back common sense cryptocurrency regulations. So this definitely is a super PAC that I'll be paying attention to, because the people that they back, they have they've agreed to have common sense cryptocurrency regulations. So, and there's a lot of big players on this that are running the super PAC. You got Ripple, you got Coinbase. I believe there's somebody from crypto.com on there as well. So you got a bunch of big players in this game. So definitely paying attention to that, because that's going to let me know, which one of these senators, which one of these House representatives, which one of these candidates that they're backing that are pro crypto, right? Definitely a big deal. We don't want anybody in there who's not crypto. So South Korea's pension plans, they're buying up MicroStrategies, putting it in their pension plan. Big deal there for MicroStrategies. You notice they're not buying up the ETFs, right? MicroStrategies, that's who they're buying. Justin Sun, he bets on meme coins, guys. He's actually going to start up a platform that is going to assist people with launching meme coins over there on his blockchain to compete with Pump.Fun. It's coming. The XRP ETF's coming. It'll come. So won't Solana. 2025. That's when they're going to roll out. They're not going to do anything this year. But Justin Sun's going to launch a platform where people can launch meme coins over there, and his whole goal is to compete with Pump.Fun. I like what he's doing. This is somebody who has a blockchain, who says, I know that the majority of money that's coming into crypto right now is coming in through meme coins. And I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity. And I'm going to launch this platform where people can come over here, click a couple buttons, and launch a meme token on my platform. So I love what he's doing. I love how he's trying to bring more and more volume over there to Tron. This is where the money is right now. This is why Solana is still sitting up at 147. It's not because Solana is so innovative that they have this master plan going on over there at Solana. Solana literally is sitting at 147 because of Pump.Fun and the volume that they're bringing in. It's just that simple. Believe you me, Solana's blockchain is not rocket science. It's literally because of Pump.Fun. So, but yeah, I mean, when you look at it, so why Justin Sun is doing this over on Tron is absolutely. You watch I bet you if this thing takes off, the Tron blockchain will absolutely go crazy because that's where the volume is. So I like what he's doing. I like that he's trying to compete with Pump.Fun. So you got Ape.Store, who's the leading launch pad on Base. Then you have Pump.Fun, who's the leading launch pad on Solana. And then obviously, because Justin Sun is creating this for Tron, he will be the leading launch pad on the Tron network. So when you look at this, there's so many meme coins that are about to be launched. And it's all great volume for these blockchains, and volume is what they need. I absolutely love what he's doing over there with that and taking advantage of that. Taking advantage of that situation. So Tron is on my radar of things really to add to the bag. It really is. Some people like Justin, some people don't. I don't care whether I like him or whether I don't like him. Doesn't matter to me. The key is, can he make me some money? And that's at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Whether you like him, whether you agree with him, disagree with him, doesn't matter. Can he make you some money? That at the end of the day, that's what matters. That EBT, you guys, Yo, Seiko, I'll tell you, man, when you weren't here on the first of the month, baby, we was talking about you out there spending that EBT. Yo, Jasmine drops under 2 cents just today, just this morning. When I woke up, it was at 2.00. It's at 1 cent 99 right now. It's been trading between 1.8 and 2.3 forever. Cannot break out of this channel. Cannot break out of this channel. Making the paper. Making the paper. It is. Making the paper, it's all about making the paper, Ken. It's all about making money. At the end of the day, we're all here to make money. Anybody that tells you, oh my God, we're here for the technology. We're here. It's all about technology. It's all about bullshit. Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. Nobody invests in NVIDIA for the technology. Nobody invests in Apple for the technology. Nobody invests in Microsoft for the technology. They invest in Microsoft, Apple, and NVIDIA because price go up. Price go up. So yeah, but look at Jasmine underneath 2 cents. I'm definitely gonna have to load up on some more of that today. Moon, man over there with Moon doing pretty well, not doing too bad, holding up well in this market. This token went to sleep for a long time, man. Went to sleep, but definitely starting to wake up, man. Definitely starting to wake up. So, um, like to see that. So whoever was accumulating that during the downturn, doing pretty good. I didn't need to accumulate it. I own enough of the supply. I didn't need to accumulate that. Where are we at here? Coinbase Bitcoin. We talked about this one before. It's in at 844K right now. Got up to about 2.2 mil. We talked about it over here, right around right where it is right now, right around 800K. We brought it out to you guys, so could have definitely hit a good double up here on Coinbase Bitcoin. I think it'll run again back up to that 2 million, just because Coinbase is actually promoting it. You know what I mean? They're actually promoting it, and you would expect it to pull back in a down market like this. So definitely, I'll probably add some more of that actually today. Look for another double up. Brett, I'm surprised. I'm so surprised that Brett is under that. It fell under $1 billion, and actually not only fell under $1 billion, but it's sitting at 836 million right now. Sitting at 8 cents, 8.4. I bought a little bit yesterday. I think it was around 900. Probably buy a little bit more today. I'm shocked that this is under $1 billion. I didn't think I'd see Brett under $1 billion again, but given the market conditions right now, it doesn't really surprise me. Market conditions are terrible right now, so that really doesn't surprise me. You got Mr. Miggles over here. You guys know I love this meme coin. Sitting at 3 cents, sitting at 31 million right now. Definitely was up in the 40 million, so took a little bit of a drop over there on the base chain, but definitely like where it's going. I wouldn't mind maybe adding a little bit more to the bag there, but we'll see what happens over the weekend. I'm not quite sure that these prices are done dropping. That's why I'll just kind of slowly step into it. Got Bonk taking a little bit of a pullback today too, sitting at that 1835 level. A little bit of a pullback, not a huge pullback, but a little bit of a pullback. It was at this 2.2 level. It was hanging out there for a little while. A little bit of a pullback in Bonk today. Like, none of this should be surprising, right? The whole market is pulling back, right? So none of this should really be of too much surprise that Bonk and everybody else is pulling back. But Bonk might be a good spot to DCA if you're a little bit higher than where you want to be on Bonk. Punk A, it continues to fall down a little bit. Daddy continues to kind of hang on the best it can in this market. It's sitting at 78, sitting at 60 cents right now. As best as it can hang on in this market, it's hanging, right? It's hanging. It's sitting at 60 cents, about 600K in market cap, man. It's just it's doing its best to hang on in this down market. I do give these guys credit though, because this token could be a lot lower if it wasn't for the community buying this thing up. This thing definitely could be lower in this market right now, because this market is not favoring a lot of the meme coins right now. You even got Pepe on a pullback, sitting at 507351. This thing was 50882. We were talking about it possibly retaking the zero that it gave back. It's definitely pulled back since then. I mean, it looks like it wants to come out swinging a little bit today, kind of like Bonk, but at the same time, we'll see what the market conditions give us today, because it's like teetering right here between putting this green candle up here and this red candle. It's so teetering. So Pepe may have a little bit more of a pullback in it. What's the market waiting for? there's a lot going on, Big Watch, that I think the market's waiting for. I think the market is waiting on some clarity to these global issues that we have going on with these wars. You got Ukraine over there taking over land from the Soviet Union, which is going to cause a problem. Anybody who thinks that Putin's going to sit back and take that is fooling themselves. It's just not going to happen. He will retaliate. You got Iran and Israel over there squaring off with each other, right? And that has the potential to create some problems. And then you have obviously some elections that are going to, the market's waiting to kind of see how these things are going to play themselves out. And then you have just overall inflation. Overall, that's going to be an issue. It's an issue. And the reason why it's an issue is because when inflation's as high as it is right now, people just don't have discretionary funds to go out and put into speculative assets like cryptocurrency, or even into stock markets, or even into any of their investments. So you have all of these things at play. You're going to find out today when the housing market data comes out at right around 8:30 or so. You're going to find out that the housing market data doesn't look that great. Housing's expensive. People are drowning right now in their housing, whether it's a mortgage or whether it's rent. You're going to find out that credit card debt is drowning people around the world. Credit card debt's at an all-time high right now, which is ultimately driving people's monthly payments up. So what the market needs is signs of some relief, right? They need signs of, these wars calming down, some resolutions coming to the wars. I think that's the biggest one right there. Because if people really start dropping bombs on each other, you're going to see this market tank. It's going to tank out. Just think about when the Russia-Ukraine war first started, how far the market dipped down, right? How far it really tanked. And it'll do it again if people start dropping bombs for real, right? I mean, obviously you're going to get, a little bit of a retaliation, but if people start really dropping bombs on each other, you're going to see this market tank out pretty bad. Look at Pepe. Pepe's pulling back right now in front of our face, 7301. So, the market's just waiting for some clarity, Big Watch. They're waiting for some clarity on all of that, which is why even you see the stock market on this roller coaster ride, right? This roller coaster ride up and down, up and down, up and down, because on a day-to-day basis, it doesn't know what these global economics are going to throw at it, right? And with uncertainty like that, you're in trouble. And let's face it, inflation is killing people. It literally, they say 75% of the people, 75 to 77% of the people in the United States are living paycheck to paycheck. They're just making it. They're just making their bills. They're just making it. And that's why you go back to the market cap of crypto sitting at $2.07 trillion. Why it can't run? Because you can't get retail investment in here. Retail investment's not coming. It's not coming until the financial system gets to be better. Yeah, it is, man. When you think about it, like, people have depleted their savings accounts, people have depleted everything, and they're living paycheck to paycheck. And then when you turn around and you add on top of it the credit card debt that not only the American people are in, but the people around the world that are in credit card debt right now, eventually that bill is going to come due. Kind of like the COVID bill, right? Eventually you spend and you print so much money, eventually you have to pay the bill. And ultimately, unfortunately, we're paying the bill right now, which is why, you hear Jerome Powell, he gets up there and he starts talking about quantitative easing. He starts talking about lowering interest rates, which he should lower interest rates because they're killing the people. But when he starts talking about quantitative easing, that means he's turning the money printers back on, and they're getting ready to print more money, which is going to devalue the dollar that you have in your pocket even more. And the reason that they have to turn the money printers back on is because right now they owe more in interest rates on the bonds they created than they spend on the United States military. He has no choice but to turn the money printers back on right now to pay that interest. He has no choice. A lot of people don't talk about it. A lot of people will give you the fluff and stuff answer, and they'll tell you, "Oh my God, this is a great thing that we're going to get probably a 50 basis point cut in September." You're getting a 50 basis points cut in September so that they can turn the money printers back on and pay the interest that they owe on the bonds that they created themselves. So that's the problem. That is the problem. We spend more in interest than we do on the military right now, as of right now, because we ran up so much debt during COVID, because everybody wanted free shit. That's what it boils down to. Look at Pepe drop right in front of our eyes. Holy Jesus. You see that big watch? You see that red candle? I mean, that thing was green when we just first started talking. 7265. Damn, Pepe, come on, man. Where's the buy pressure? They must be selling off on this bad boy pretty rough. Damn, Pepe, come on. Start buying that back up. And this is what? This is the hourly candle. We're on the hourly right now. Whew. Boy, Pepe looking rough right now. He's looking rough. What's Crash look like? That's a hell of a name for today, Crash. What's Crash look like? Oh, it looks like it's hanging in there a little bit. Looks like it's hanging in there. Not doing too bad. Oh no, that red candle selling off right now in front of our face right now too. That red candle just selling off too. Damn, Seiko, you dumping on us, man? You dumping on us, dog? Come on, man. Don't dunk on me, man. Come on, man. You got to tell me when you're ready to sell that bag, man. Crash. Yeah, Crash ain't looking too good either. That's coming right. That red candle's right there in front of our face. That just happened. What's this market doing? Where are we at? We're not that bad. From when we started, 58.4, probably dropped. Oh, man. Well, he dropped that much. He didn't drop that much for these guys to be taking a hit like this. Yo, good luck with that, man. Good luck with that, man, dog. MMAI, you moving your Pepe into MMAI. Good luck, man. Is there any liquidity left over there? Is there any liquidity left over there, or are they still selling cars? Say move single. Yo, I don't know. I don't know how much liquidity is left over there. Like, I don't know if you'll be able to cash out. I don't know if you'll be able to cash out. You got Tim sitting here, guys. We got Tim sitting here. Man, Tim's taking a hit today too. 1.3 million. Love Tim's taking a hit. Down a little bit. Not too bad though. When I went to bed last night, it was 1.5, so it's not too bad. Dropped about 2 million. I mean, about 200,000. Not too bad. Not taking the biggest hit as everybody else. So, take that. I guess. We'll see. See what's up. Who's the winner today? Moon is actually the winner today. Moon is the winner today because it's just staying level. It's just actually staying level. So not bad. But all right, guys, with that, we are up out of here. We're going to get out of here today, man. But yo, you guys have a great Friday. Watch your investments. Be safe. You know what I mean? Be safe out here. Don't know what the market's going to do today. Don't know what the market's going to do today. So be safe out here. This housing data is about to come out pretty soon. We're about to see where the United States market's going to put that. Going to put the market after that data comes out. But really, right now, the market's really fluctuating. Really between that $62,000 Bitcoin and the $57,000 Bitcoin is that tunnel that we seem to be trading in right now. So not a lot of movement, not a lot of market cap movement. The Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index is headed back to the negative side, which means people are losing a lot of confidence in the Bitcoin market itself in general, which doesn't seem to be stacking up pretty well. So we lost $1 billion in market cap as we were streaming. We've seen that live on stream. So, be very careful out there, be very cautious, but there's great opportunity out there. Right now is a great opportunity to be buying altcoins, right? If you're going to buy altcoins and you really want to make some real serious money in a bull market, right now is when you want to start buying your altcoins. Right now is the time. If you can hold on, right? If you have enough discretionary money, and I say this to you guys because it's very important. If you have enough discretionary money where you can buy and hold on until the bull market actually kicks in, right now is the perfect time to start loading up on your altcoins. It is the absolute time. You couldn't get a better time than right now, right? Because I think that the market's only going to go. I'm not saying that it can't go down, but it's there's not much farther for us to go. And lithium is the new gold. I agree. Seiko, I agree. But right now is when you have to be able to hold them. If you're buying altcoins right now, you have to be able to have that money set on the side where you can hold and hold and hold probably into 2025. And if you can't do that, don't invest that money in altcoins. I'm telling you right now, don't do it, because they're not going to run. They're not going to really take off for a little while. So, don't be in here looking for a quick flip. If you're looking for that, if you're looking to make some money completely on the daily, or really to take some chances in this market, think about trading options. Think about long in the market or short in the market, depending on where you think it's going to go. Gives you the ability to kind of do that on a day-to-day basis, hour-to-hour basis, minute-to-minute basis. Think about that strategy rather than just buying and holding, because you're going to have to hold these altcoins. You're just going to have to hold them for a while, and you're going to have the money to do that. You're going to have that money just sitting there. So with that, guys, we are up out of here today. Thank you guys for hanging out with me this morning. I know we went on a couple rants this morning, but I think it's important that we kind of look at the data as a whole, and we look at what's exactly going on with some of these projects, and not just what everybody's out here fanning you and telling you and all that stuff. Let's actually look at the charts. Let's actually look at the supply. Let's actually look at the circulating supplies. Let's look at all of that stuff to see if what people are saying is actually true and accurate into what they're saying. So thank you guys for appeasing me with that this morning and watching me go through that. And appreciate you guys. And we'll watch out for a pop-up stream this weekend. And if not, we'll definitely be at you guys on Monday. So you guys have a great weekend. Be safe out there. Be smart out there. Protect your investments. And always make sure that your cryptocurrency is protected. And don't be clicking on links that you don't know where they came from and getting your wallets drained and all of that hard work that you have going on. So with that, guys, we are up out of here. See you guys on Monday, maybe this weekend. Bye.